Landing from above is something that a lot of athletes and coaches miss when it comes to mechanical adjustments and mechanical improvement. And just to give you guys an understanding of what landing from above is, when we're pitching on the mound, that front leg has to be able to, just as the name says, land from above. And what that looks like is, as we're landing, as our legs is getting close towards the ground, it takes a high swing into the drop. And what I've seen with many other athletes is that when they're riding down the mound, they seem to stay relatively very close towards the ground. So when they land, they tend to land a little bit more medially. And the biggest problem with this is that once they start to rotate, their pelvis and their trunk both start to rotate together because the body wasn't allowed to clear the lower half and create that separation that it needs. Now, the biggest problem here is not only that you're not maximizing separation and now you're rotating together, but your front leg is leaking energy because as you're rotating, you can see that the front leg will start to move side to side so that the hips and the trunk can clear outward. Now, furthermore to that, for athletes that I've seen have that happen, they tend to also dump the trunk a little bit outwards, which just throws away the whole entire direction of their energy. We're talking about anywhere from 3 to 6 miles an hour difference from you not landing from above. So within this video, I kind of wanted to show you guys a couple of different constraint drills that you guys can do to make sure that you're able to land from above and actually keep that hips to shoulder separation that we're talking about, better front leg stability, and keep the trunk stacked as you're rotating through the zone. Now, before I give those to you guys, my name is Anthony Rodriguez, coach and founder of Versatile Athletic. We've coached athletes from the high school level, junior college, Division I, and the professional level, all help them increase their velocity by helping them understand how their bodies naturally prefer to move. With that said, let's go ahead and get straight back into the video. So number one thing you want to do in order to fix this is you have to throw more from the mound. And the reason why I say that is because athletes who tend to throw a lot on flat grounds, now this can be either like a two-way street. When they throw too much on flat grounds, they tend to really slam from above, or other athletes, they try to get that same flat ground feeling, so they end up actually sitting on the lower half to try to get that same flat landing. And when they sit on their lower half a lot, this is when that front leg now gets closer towards the ground, their center of gravity is lower, and they can't clear the leg besides land prematurely in this position, causing all of the issues that I had mentioned earlier. So main thing number one is expose yourself to the mound more often so you can get accustomed of what the slope is like and what landing from above feels like as well. Now, if you are doing that and you're still struggling with it, step number two would be to add a yoga block constraint. So with this constraint, you can add it on to all of the drills that you're doing, and all you're going to do is either add a yoga block or a small little hurdle. Now, keep in mind when you're doing this, try to keep the throwing intensity at a minimum. The reason for is because it's going to be something that's going to be in the way, and I don't want athletes going at full high intent and semi tripping over that object, right? This object really is just for you to go at a lighter intensity and actually get the feeling of the front leg kind of swinging open and then down into your position of landing. Now, that little constraint is also going to do a lot of things, from preventing you to really sit super low to the point where you got to land prematurely, or even if you actually do that, because there are athletes who do that and still are very good about landing from above, is going to give you that extra piece of to actually get that leg to not be so close to the ground and swing and land from above. So you can incorporate that in the drills that you guys are doing. Step number three is, if you want to make the throw a little bit more wholesome, you can grab a medicine ball, place it on the ground, and then just put your front leg on top of it. Now, with this drill, it's going to allow you to kind of feel where you're at in space. So as you're rolling down, obviously you're going to land where the feet stops rolling the ball, right? That's where you're going to land, and that's a way to mimic the landing from above in a more controlled environment and a more controlled constraint. Now, with this drill, you can definitely throw at higher intent. It is a lot more safe, but again, make sure to start at lower intensities and then get the feeling of landing from above with whatever drill you desire. Lastly would be PVC slope drop. I got this drill actually from watching Paul Skeens. What you want to do is you want to grab a PVC pipe, and you're going to have the PVC pipe in front of you. Now, with this drill, you're going to kind of going from the leg lift on into somewhat mid ride. From there, you're going to let go of it, and then you're going to finish a dry rep. Now, from being mid stride, right? And being paused in that position, you're giving your body the sensory information of where you're at in space and where you're trying to be. Now, of course, from being in that pause position, you're going to adjust yourself to be a little bit above the ground so that once the back leg clears and you land, you're able to land from above. Now, this is all I have for you guys. Hopefully those more so 3 constraints and then just the concept of throwing from the mound a lot more actually helps you. Hope this video also opened your eyes to something that you're not seeing that you probably are doing and is affecting your separation, velocity, front leg stability, and every other thing that I've also mentioned in this video. Now, if you want more direct help on fixing those issues and you're looking for a program that's going to help you increase your velocity, move pain free, and help you be that guy for your team while helping you understand your natural movement tendencies, go ahead and book a call with us down below in the description, and I'll see you guys on my next one.